You know those months where you read a bunch of really good books and a lot of them are 5 stars and you're having all those flashbacks to why you even started reading in the first place because this month is so good? Well, that was February and now we're entering March to do the March TBR, and I don't feel as excited for most of these books as I feel like I was last month. But here is my March TBR. So March is like the beginning of spring. We're on the cusp. It literally just snowed like a few days ago, so it doesn't feel like the cusp of spring for me, but that's fine. Our first carryover is Orange. This is a sci-fi fantasy romance with a little bit of time travel like tied into it. I heard that this was really good. It sold over 1 million copies in print in Japan, and someone on TikTok told me that was really good and it was gonna make me cry, so I really want to read it now. I really want to read it now. Don't you just love when books just break you and you have those little moments where you're just like, what just happened? But I liked it. That's how I feel like I'm gonna have the relation with Orange. I plan on doing a reading vlog. I did not get to do it in February. I just had too much things to do because I officially launched Drama Art. It's live, you guys. You can use my code MOREADSIT for 50% off your first order. But I was doing way too much work in February. It was a madness. The second carryover is Mermaid Moon. This is Mermaid, and it's a found mother-daughter story bond type situation. So her mom's a land creature, she's a mermaid, and she's on the quest to find her. I'm about 42 pages in. I don't entirely know what else is about this book, but she's trying to unravel the mystery behind her birth because a witch cast a spell and everyone forgot like who her mom is. So she's trying to find her mom and she doesn't even know like what's happening or what she even looks like or anything. Or no one else around her know either. So it's just like madness, and I'm rooting for her. I hope she finds her mom. I hope there's some type of fantasy romance element, but I'm not sure because I'm not reading too much of the synopsis because I want to be somewhat in the dark. And the next one is also a carryover. This is War Girls. So this is a post-apocalyptic Nigeria plagued with violence and political unrest. Two sisters dream of peace, hope, and a future together, and they're even willing to go to war to get it. So this is based off of true historical events of a war that took place in Nigeria, but sci-fi it and fantasize it and put it in a book that have cyborg women. I love it. I rarely read about cyborg women, so I was very happy to get this book. This is a backlist book. It's been out for a while now. I found it and I was like, what? Cyborg women? I rarely ever see cyborg women. I'm buying that. Sisterly bonds, cyborgs, historical retellings. I'm here for it. She Who Became the Sun. I was supposed to read this like so many years ago when it came out. I don't even know what it's about anymore because the back of the book is just praise, but I think it's sapphic and I'm just here for it. I hope it's good. Be good, please. Please give me all my fantasy romance elements that I need for spring. Next, oh, it's time. We're finally gonna figure out, am I a Brandon Sanderson person? So we're reading Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. I'm not entirely sure if this is even the first book in the series because I thought The Final Empire was the first book in the Mistborn trilogy, but this is Mistborn. So I don't know. I was very confused in the bookstore when I got it. By the way, thank you guys for loving so much on my impromptu bookstore vlog for my mental health because I was going through it that day. Had a panic attack at Whole Foods, made it home, had a complete panic attack breakdown, shut down, went to the bookstore, and I bought Mistborn. That was a bad day, but at least there's still books, you know? I know that Brandon Sanderson is supposed to be like really big into the sci-fi. He's supposed to be a really good writer, but the one book I read from him, no, I read 2 of his books. Skyward, The Day in the Life of a Pilot Student. Starsight, the same book in a different location with different characters, but also The Day in the Life of a Pilot Student. I really hope that this has nothing to do with pilot studying. But I did love that last scene at the end of Skyward. To this day, I still think about it. I think that was one of my best like action scenes written that I have read in a very long time. That's why I decided to do Mistborn. 1, because everyone tells me that this is better than Skyward. 2, because that scene at the end of that book, I still think about it to this day, and it's almost been a year. I read the book in like June or July. High hopes. I will be trying to do a reading vlog on that, but we shall see because I still haven't done my reading vlog on Chain of Thorns or These Infinite Threads, and those have already been read when you edit the video. Naturally, Daisy Six and the Jones, because her TV adaptation is coming out, and you know I loved The Seven Husbands of Evelyn and Hugo because that book was amazing. If this woman wrote fantasy romance, I would eat that up, but that book was 5 stars. I'm hoping this book will be 5 stars. There's a TV adaptation coming out, and I really want to know what it's about and how it's going and compare it back into the book because, you know, like sometimes they really drop the ball on those, or sometimes they make it epic. And I'm hoping for the epic because I love having good books and then good movie to TV adaptations so that I can just experience it in different mediums. Love that. Everyone knows I love Taylor Jenkins Reid. I love her writing. Like, her writing is spectacular. I've never read anything like it. I hope that one day I could even achieve some type of level of writing that she has. If this woman wrote fantasy romance, I would be her biggest fan. I would be her biggest fan because I love fantasy romance, and I know just the way she writes these books, I would devour that. So, Daisy Six and the Jones, lots of hype. I'm here for it, and I'm gonna watch the TV adaptation. Maybe I should record my reaction. I don't know. Legendborn. I always pick this up. I always put it down, but let's hope it keeps in my hand this time. It was sold to me as Slender Black Girl Magic. I've been trying to read this book for over a year and never got to it. I need to read it this month. Honestly, it is a retelling of the Arthurian Round Table. It's supposed to be really good. There's supposed to be some hints, a little drip of romance in there, and I just need to read this book. Everyone tells me it's really good. A lot of people tell me it's 5 stars, and I don't know why, but I always forget to read it, or some other thing will happen and I won't get to read it in the month. And then I'll forget to put it on my next TBR. So we're getting to it. I don't know why, but I'm losing my voice. It's okay, we're on to the last book. Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. You guys know I read 6 Crimson Crimes. 6 Crimson Cranes, not Crims. I'm definitely losing my voice and I'm very tired. And that was 5 stars for me. I think it's probably fallen to a 4-star book if I do a reread. But this is also by Elizabeth Lim. I really liked her writing. I like the way she does retellings. I like how imaginative and just different they are. I never expect her books to turn out the way they turn out. And I'm interested in this one. This is supposed to be a Milan inspired retelling. And there's a sewing because our main character is a seamstress, which I'm not really like that excited about because it doesn't sound like she's like has any superpower or anything. So we shall see. I don't know. But this is the next book I really want to read this month. And that's it, guys. Like, I'm really hoping March is like that month. She's that gal because we're on the cusp of spring, but I feel really not as excited about these books as I think I should. I feel like the only one I'm like superbly excited to have on my TBR this month is Orange, because I've been wanting to read this all February, but I just didn't have time between all the aroma art stuff. This is the only one I'm really excited to read. And I think because last month I did lots of new releases and I had lots of 5 stars, and you can check it out on the TBR. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings, but definitely reading Orange, and I hope to do a reading vlog of this for you guys because if it breaks me, I want to at least have a recording of it. That's all, folks. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Mo Reads It. I am posting some bookish content over there. And don't forget, Aroma Art is 15% off right now with my code MOREADSIT. A happy reading, y'all. I hope your reading month goes well. Have you guys read Orange? Talk to me about it if you have, because I'm very curious. Daisy Six and the Jones. Should we do some type of live viewing party or something? Or should I just watch it, attempt to record my reaction because I have no clue how to do that, and then talk to you guys about it? I don't know, because I want to talk about books. That's why I made a book too, but I feel like when I do my reading vlogs, I don't get to do the back and forth with y'all, but I feel like you don't also get like my exact reaction in the exact moments because I do book updates. I don't read, talk to you, read, talk to you, you know? I just do like, okay, we're at the halfway mark, time to do an update. Oh, something crazy just happened, time to do an update. Oh, we're at the end, here are my final thoughts on my review. But I feel like it's not, you know, more dynamic. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your ideas. Happy reading, y'all. Bye.